It was unreal, pretty much. At the start, I was, you know, I was pretty nervous. I didn't know whether the call was actually true. But you know, just that hasn't really sunk in yet. But you know, it's getting there, and it's pretty proud to be them. Bolt. Too many names to remember.
How are you going with all the names?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Like I'm still struggling to get the players' names. I know the backs' names, but the forwards is pretty hard. You know, there's a lot of names being to get. And, no, it's pretty hard.
Was this the main aim?
Yeah, definitely. Making the switch from league to rugby, yeah, it was the main focus at the time, and you know, it was pretty unfortunate not to make the World Cup side, but you know, it was still in my head, and you know, just to get here, it's pretty good buzz.
How did it feel the first training session?
Yeah, I was nervous. I was like trying to hang around James O'Connor the whole time, and you know, just trying to learn off him and try to learn as much as I can before heading back to Melbourne to play the Brumbies in the week. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I love to play for the Wallabies up in Newcastle, and you know, just coming back from Newcastle, it's actually a town where I want to play, and you know, to debut in Newcastle, I think it'd be unreal for myself. But you know, the spots there, there's definitely some good players on the team that can step up to the mark, and you know, it's pretty much a showcase this weekend on Friday against the Brumbies, and you know, there's a winger in there that you know, he can step up to the mark. So it's going to be a good, tough battle, but I guess you know, there's only one spot there, and you know, it's going to be a fight for it.
How does a guy from the South Island feel about flying up to Australia?
North Island, really.
Oh, North Island?
Yeah, born and bred in Auckland. Yeah, you know, it's pretty much just the opportunity that I got given to come over to Australia and play, and you know, making New Zealand as my home. Born and bred in Auckland, so you know, I guess it's just a great feeling just to be proud of your achievements in Australia, and you know, just stepping up to the mark for the Wallabies, and you know, it's just pretty much an unreal buzz, and you know, it's good.
You must be excited. Look, this is what could be the first step to playing against the All Blacks.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it'll be good to play. Or it'll be good just to get the green and gold jersey at the start, but you know, to play against the All Blacks will be another step to focus on, and you know, I guess at this stage, the focus is pretty much trying to get in that Scotland starting side.
Look, the Warriors, Knights, Rebels.
Yeah, as soon as I got the call up from Bob on Friday, you know, you know, just to get the call up, I kind of looked back on my past and where I came from. You know, just playing pretty much rugby on the road outside my place, and got up from that to making the Warriors squad, and then from there to Newcastle to the Rebels. You know, it's just that opportunity that they've given me to, you know, just to get out there and you know, show what I can do.
Look, remembering some of your teammates' names, how are you going to remember the plays?
Mate, it will be in my head for you. So.
Michael, thanks for talking to the Raw. How's it feel getting picked for your first Wallabies camp?
Oh, mate, it's excellent. You know, it's something that I think you play rugby for, and it's you know, it's great.
And obviously you were in the under-20s last year in the World Cup. You were the captain. Coming in now, how's it different from that under-20s experience that you had?
I captained one game, and Colby was the majority of it. And you know, I guess you played with all those guys before, so you know a lot of them, and all similar age. You know, different circumstances here, and you know everyone because you've watched them play for years. So different in that sense, but you know, it's good nonetheless.
And you've had a fantastic season with the Brumbies. Has it kind of surpassed your expectations, your form? Because you've had a lot of praise from New Zealand and across Australia and South Africa as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to try and get consistency in your game, and you know, been happy to be able to do that. It's just trying to maintain that and keep sort of a good platform to play on.
What's your view of David Pocock as a player and as a teammate now?
Oh mate, he's a great player. You know, he's a world-renowned flanker, one of the best in the world at the moment. So I think everyone noticed that in the World Cup, and to be playing with him now is awesome, and he's a great person to learn off.
Do you see yourself sort of playing alongside David? Are you happy to switch between those two flanker spots, or you really like to make that open side your own?
I play, majority of open side. I guess a spot in the team is a spot in the team, so it's very good nonetheless. But 7 is my position, and I guess to try and get that would be awesome.
And the Brumbies this year, I mean, compared with last year, it's just chalk and cheese. I mean, what's the difference this year with the Brumbies, do you think?
Everyone's playing for each other, and the whole thing's working well down there at the moment. We're playing for the right reasons, and we're enjoying each other's company, staff and players included. So it's a good place to be around at the moment.
And what's Jack like as the coach? I mean, what's he brought to Canberra?
Jack's great. I mean, get along with him really well. He's he brings real professionalism to it. He's a winner. He's had success, great success in the past, and he brings that into a club that has had success. And try to bring that back. So it's a good fit.
And the last time the Wallabies played Scotland, it was a pretty dramatic, painful loss at Murrayfield. What's Robbie sort of talked about in the Scotland game? What do you need to expect, I guess, from Scotland?
I guess being here one day, haven't really heard the full details about it. But I'm sure it's a big game and a chance to get redemption and go up against these guys and get a win this time.
Yeah. And you've got the Rebels on Friday night. I mean. Tough loss against Queensland in the final minutes. What's the plan with the Brumbies now? You want to get as many points as you can and sort of cement that spot and get a home final? Yeah,
I mean, we need points. We want to stay out front of the Reds. In saying that, the Rebels will be tough on in Melbourne on Friday night, and it's going to be a good game, I think.
Nick, thanks for talking to the Raw. You're obviously a Maitland boy originally, so could be your first cap in Newcastle. That must be a bit of a thrill.
Yeah, it is pretty exciting to think that if I was given the nod, it'd be a bit of a home game for me. So pretty exciting.
And Dana Valley, it seems to be Steve Merrick, Josh Valentine. There's a real history of great scrum halves coming out and playing for Australia. Is that something you were aware of when you growing up playing rugby?
Yeah, well, I was aware of a lot of halfbacks that come out of the area. What it's due to, I wouldn't have a clue, and not much to people have asked what's in the water up there, but I don't know. But it is something I've looked at, and I've watched Luke Burgess a lot, and obviously learned a lot from Josh Valentine the last couple of years down in Canberra. So.
And this season, I mean, you're fairly new to Super Rugby, but you've had an unbelievable season. Were you surprised to get the call up for the Wallabies?
Tad surprised. Obviously the team's success has gone a long ways to out of us being picked. So a lot's gone into the hard work we've put in since June. We've got just reward in being in the position we are on the table, and and just reward for those blokes personally. And I've got, like I said, I've got a lot to thank our forward pack for getting front football and helping myself look good. So.
And what impact has Jake White had?
He's had a big impact on not only me personally, the team, the whole organisation, and he's done wonders for the club. And, he's a good coach. I like playing under him.
And have you modelled your game as a scrum half on anyone? George Cregan, Justin Marshall, or any Aussies or overseas players?
No, I did watch Luke Burgess a lot over the last 3 or 4 years, but I didn't model my game off. I just enjoyed the energy he brought to the game, and not being the biggest man on the field, but he played as if he was, and probably that. But I just try to take little things off each halfback and try and make an all-rounder game.
And you seem to be a real tenacious player. You get in there a bit niggly at times. You play with a lot of enthusiasm. Is that how you've always played?
Yeah, I've always been very competitive, and I'm pretty passionate. So it's just the way I am. It's nothing new. Most people, a lot of my mates are just saying that it's just Whitey again. So it's just who I am.
Thanks for talking to the Royals.
Thanks, mate.